If you've spent any reasonable amount of time on the gaming side of the internet, you've probably heard of a game called Superhot, an indie experimental FPS with one key mechanic which sets it apart from the herd of boring ass, mediocre copycat shooters. Time only moves when you move. This in turn allows you to pull off some ludicrous shit, and makes you feel like John Wick lookalike number 423. And with the same feeling translates well into its VR counterpart, Superhot Vr.
Alright, controllers are up. Let's shoot.
Each level consists of a series of short set pieces where you pick up a gun and shoot the shit out of red dudes. And isn't that just what it's all about? Depending on how you approach each level, the fights could either last 10 seconds or 10 minutes. All enemies die in one shot, but so do you. So if you play too gutsy or like a proper FPS, you'll bite the bullet again and again and again. Thank you, Superhot Vr. Luckily, quick respawns ease the pain of dying. Some players may choose to tactically die at certain points so that they can learn the layout of the level, where to shoot, as well as enemy placements, giving them the upper advantage in firefights. This also gives them the ability to take out entire rooms before you can say "Mum, get the camera." While the shooting mechanics in Superhot VR definitely aren't perfect, there's certainly nothing to be scoffed at. You can't really aim down sights efficiently, but luckily thanks to some great aim assist, you're able to progress fairly well just by hip firing. Now you're probably thinking that I'm just bad at ADS because I'm bad at shooting, and yes, this isn't Call of Duty, we are actually aiming these guns. And if you haven't noticed already, I am very British, not American. I don't have a gun under my bed. But despite this, using the weapons in Superhot VR is endlessly satisfying and makes the game infinitely more enjoyable to experience. Well, in my case, it was more enjoyable than most action films I've seen recently. Actually, this one was pretty good. Go watch this one. Superhot VR is one of the most immersive virtual reality titles that I've played to date, mainly due to the stunningly implemented 3D effects as well as the amazing sound design. You see, there's no music at all. Just the sound of lead bullets flying through the air and glass smashing. Gunshots cause ringing static to be heard throughout the levels. There's so much effort put into the finer details of the game that it actually elevates it above other VR experiences. Playing Superhot VR is like watching a symphony of destruction play out before your very eyes, and the game acts as a great example of how slow motion gameplay can be implemented into future VR titles. If you own a VR headset, whether it be Vive, the Oculus or the PlayStation VR, and you're a fan of shooting galleries, I would highly recommend this game. And as this is all still very new technology, I really hope to see more fleshed out VR games like this in the future.